What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video. And this is the wrestling news on July 29th for you all today. And welcome back to the channel. And we're going to be talking about the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors that you SNA Assassinators need to know from the Fightful Select article. Make sure to watch until the very end because these news are going to be extremely intriguing. And before I begin, I want to ask you how you guys are doing, how y'all feel. How was y'all's weekend? Let me know all about that in the comments down below. But let's start off on today's video with some CM Punk news now, as he recalls back saying there could be something to me and John Cena being a tag team. When I say calling back, I mean him. We got some news with CM Punk considering there could be something to between him and Cena being a tag team in his final run, as CM Punk is intrigued by an idea of teaming with the 16-time WWE champion, like in a partnership. And John Cena is set to go on his retirement tour in 2025, working dozens of dates as his end his career. Like, fans have already envisioned who they see Cena facing in his final year. And CM Punk was asked if he would consider facing Cena in 2025. And in response, in response, in the San Diego Comic-Con, in response, in response, when he was at San Diego Comic-Con, he said turn in the ring this coming Saturday when he faces off against the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre. And what is your thoughts on CM Punk admitting that he could see them facing each other again, but not only that, but also be some kind of a team? And do you agree with the straight edge wrestler? Do you think Cena should be in a partnership with him? And do you think they possibly can compete for the tag team championships? Let me know in the comments down below, whether if it's on Raw or SmackDown. Probably, maybe, likely Raw, even though he could, CM Punk could easily get drafted to SmackDown. Like if they they switch brand, let's say if he was like World Heavyweight Champion, or maybe even if he's not World Heavyweight Champion, he could still move over to SmackDown at any given moment in the draft, or maybe even for a trade. That probably would be less likely for Punk at this time. But yeah, I mean, you never know. You can never say never. That's only if they see some kind of a storyline like for him to do on the SmackDown roster. But I'll say more likely the World Tag Team Championships. If they ever did become a team, I can just see them compete for those tag team belts on Raw, unless they switch brands with the WWE Tag Team Championship. Then we could possibly be looking at the WWE Tag Team Championship. But that all depends, like in the next year or so for then. But for now, it looks like the tag titles respectively are doing pretty well with no complaints whatsoever. Like, unless you can don't have a preference on the designs, including on the Raw brand, but like for some of you Assassinators out there. But yeah, I want you to let me know in the comments below about if you agree with Punk on this, or do you think that they should just be opponents and then facing each other one last time for Cena's one last run? But yeah, anyways, let's move on and let's talk about what Red Velvet has to say about Bryan Danielson, as she thanks him thanks him, he's been a huge part of her comeback. Red Velvet is thankful And at ROH Death Before Dishonor, Red Velvet beat Billy Starks to become the new ROH Women's Television Championship. This marked her first title win in AEW slash Ring of Honor. Velvet previously stated that she was nearly done with wrestling while she was out injured. But Starks lit a fire under her, and during the ROH Death Before Dishonor post media scrum, uh, Brian Brian Zillum, yeah, Brian Zillum of the Pro Wrestling Torch, asked Red Velvet whether anyone had helped uh, uh, help her confidence since her return from injury, and she replied, "There's there's a lot I could go down the list of people that have been such a big part of my journey, and returning Queen Queen Emanata is one of them. Like, she is one of the main reasons that li- that ignited the fire in me." In me I've been working with so many people. I have to thank Brian Danielson. He's been a huge part of my comeback, and investing in me, and seeing what I can do, and believing in me. I can thank everybody, to Tony Khan, all these people. That list would go on. Like, when I got injured, did I did a lot of deep soul searching. Nobody knows. Maybe they do. I'm 32 now. Once I hit my 30s, after everything I went through, started getting to know myself as a woman, and realized that I looked back at everything. I like to watch a lot of myself, from before, and just enjoy the journey, and seeing me grow up there at AEW, and make my name at AEW. That's special to me. In my home, I have thanked AEW. I am where I am today, because of Tony Khan and AEW. I did some deep soul searching. I'm growing as a woman, and was uh, it was time for the world to see what I am. Why I'm not afraid like anymore. I'm not afraid anymore to be vulnerable, with people, and show them I can be up here right now. But I was at my lowest, a lot of soul searching, and yeah, Red Velvet previously detailed the knee injury, that sidelined her 9 months. But what is your thought on Red Velvet, admitting that she was nearly done with wrestling, but it all thanks to Brian Danielson for changing her mind, and also the likes of Tony Khan and Queen Amanata said we're doing the same thing, convincing that she got a lot more to do in this business than she has less of, because she's been doing this for quite a few years, and she's not even for then she's not done yet. Like, and she haven't even held championship gold. Like, that's another accolade that she is yet to achieve, which she finally did with the television championship gold. And that yeah, that's probably like the reason why, like, despite being in her early 30s, I believe, but yeah, that doesn't even matter. Like, that's just a number. Like, I know like probably like half the roster that's in their 30s on AEW that's still just getting started in their careers as professional wrestlers, and even in WWE as well, of course. Yeah, like, so yeah, like you're just getting started in your prime, like in your career as a PW, or I guess you could say in the initial wise. I should just say a pro wrestler, just to get to the point. But yeah, my point is, like, she has a lot more left in the tank, rather than get about to get empty and call it a day. Like, it's way too early for that. Even though like she's not in her 20s no more, but still, like, you still have like plenty of, if you have like really chance of reaching your peak, like, that means that shows you like you got so much work to do, like, still as a in-ring competitor. I'm not sure if I'm making any sense where the way I'm explaining this, but my point is, yeah, like yeah, like what Brian Danielson would convince her, like, she's not like quite done yet. Yeah, that's my point. Is, yeah, she's still have she still has not left the lost her step, and etc. Yeah, like, I'm not sure if etc. is helping me right now, but yeah, she's still a rookie, and she's still well, not like a rookie, but she's still like needs to get a fire right underneath in order to get the opportunity. But yeah, I'm so happy for Red Velvet. I want to give a huge congratulations, even though I haven't watched the Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view. I wonder what happened with Roderick Strong versus what's his name, Mark Briscoe. I wonder who won that the World Championship. We're just gonna have to wait and see, like, when there's available news that for us to talk about on the SNA podcast. But for now, I'm talking about this news right here. But yeah, moving on, we got some more Red Velvet news now, as she details her knee injury, like that like sidelined her like for 9 months. And Red Velvet made her return to competition in on the November 8th episode of AEW Dynamite, like facing Julia Hart in singles competition. Like the match was Velvet's first in-ring action since February 1st, like in an episode of AEW Dynamite, when she lost to Jade Cargill in a TBS title bout. And speaking on to Elijah Burke on speaking to Elijah Burke, like on Pope's point of view, like Velvet went into detail regarding her injury. She explains, in June 2022, I suffered a hip injury after my match with Star, or Stat, not Star, Stat. Why am I saying Star? It's Stat. It's clearly with a T. With Stat, like, I was gone from June all the way to November. We really couldn't figure out what it was. There was no surgery for that. Like, I just ended up doing PRP, getting rehab on it, and I was fine. I was back in November, had a couple of matches, and then February 2023, I suffered a knee injury, not during my match with Jade. I think the issue was a little before that. I I felt a change in my knee, like possibly after my first match with Billy Starks. We're wrestlers, like so. If something feels tweak like you of days, and nothing was crazy about it until my match with Jade. Like when I did like a simple Luthez press, and and as soon as I got up, like she said, like I just knew something in my knee was stuck. Like it was stuck. Like wasn't strengthening. Like but the adrenaline like was out of this world. I had just converted like to wearing pants, and I had two knee pads like that. I had two knee pads on top, like my kick pads. I got two knee pads on my kick pads, like and pants. I mean. No, my knees. What's it like? Pads on my kick pads and my pants, which I think like held my knees together. Like had I been wearing shorts, like I think my knees. If I was wearing shorts, I think my knee like could have possibly exploded. If I were exploded or tore fully. Nobody really knew. Like I tore my me- my my medial my my medial and I was getting stuff like in my joint, like where where the knee bends, like there was no getting around that, but having to go and cutting it off, like in all that, like that put me on the shelf for 9 months. Velvet said like she wanted to have a positive mindset upon her return, and didn't mind losing in her first match back because she had made it back in the ring. But what is your thoughts onto her suffering this knee injury? And did you knew about this like when she faced Jay Cargill a year ago, when she was the TBS champion at the time in AEW? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. Like I think, like luckily, yeah, she's back, and yeah, and it's not worse. Like she said, it could have been like if she was wearing shorts, but luckily, like she was wearing some pants, like right underneath her knee pads. So yeah, it's not like it fully torn off of her leg, which I believe it's right leg on her knee, like right near her meniscus, I believe. Yeah, but let me know down in the comment section right down below about that. And are you happy to see Red Velvet back in AEW television, or more likely just Ring of Honor television? But yeah, but let's move on and talk about the man that loves talking about a lot of things, and that is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Like uh, with him talking about, don't worry about America, we're gonna be fine. Like we've got good shoes. And we got the current undisputed WWE champion says we are gonna be fine. Cody Rhodes is the reigning defending champ, like, and he has been the face of WWE for majority of his time with the company since he returned in his American Nightmare, like, and the matching tattoo on his neck. Rhodes is known for his pa- patriot patriotism, so much so like that some fans have wondered whether he could run for official run not run of office. Yeah, I meant to say like, and they're wondering like if he whether if he could run for office someday. Speaking on sneaker shopping, the current undisputed WWE champion, Cody Rhodes, was asked about potentially wearing shoes like that were designed to look like the American flag. And he replied, "Have you seen the tattoo on the side of my neck? I'm all about making unique, po- polar, polarizing decisions. Like I'm and wearing something like that, all about it. Like it's ridiculous, but also I'm very, I think people think like, oh, Georgia, like this has got to be some conservative lunatic, lunatic, like no, this must be some conservative lunatic. No, I'm just a pro America pro America person. Like we're a mess. We are a mess, no doubt. Like we're a mess. Like, but I'm just pro the optimism, the optimism, pro the hope. Like, don't worry about America. This, uh, this is America. It's all right. It's all right here. Like, don't worry like about it. Like, we're gonna be fine. We got good shoes. During the video, Cody Rhodes said that he felt like anyone he did business with who had an issue with him wearing shoes that that had a teeny uh I'm not sure if I should say it. I could just say DTK. Maybe I might say it one day, like if it just say clear as day, but it just surprised me right here when it said I said it without being censored. But anyways, but Cody Rhodes is set to appear on the August 2nd episode of Friday Night SmackDown, like the for Solo Sikoa, because he's going to defend his title against him on the next day on August 3rd at SummerSlam. But let me know down in the comment section right down below on what's your take on to this. And do you think Cody Rhodes should run for president one day once his wrestling career is over? And and do you think that he will make a wonderful president? Like I would say, wonderful, more likely will make a great president. I think he could qualify for it because he passed the age. He's all about the business. He's all about America. So why the flub not? I think he sure will. And if he does, I know like some of y'all not into politics, but I would vote for him. Like if Cody Rhodes did ran for president, I for sure would be the first voter, or at least one of the first voters that will get my advance votes. Like if I'm allowed to do so, like if I'm allowed to get in an early vote for him, because I know like he would be more likely a man of his words, and he would try to do his best to make America the most better place in planet Earth right now. Yeah, and make this the like a better country of the planet Earth, I should say. Let me rephrase my apologies. But yeah, if you're watching this, The American Nightmare, you have my word. I'm gonna give you my advance vote. Like if you ever run for office, like in at some capacity, I'm gonna do so. Yeah, like you have my word. Like and yeah, and one thing for sure, like if he does gets in office, we don't have to worry about dressing like dressing very horrible. Like we'll be dressing in style. Like even when we're dressed professionally, we'll be looking in style as well. Even though we're not going on a runway and we're going on a runway and at New York Fashion Week or any other fashion week in whatever city, whatever state, whatever country. But yeah, but the point is we have some good I have some very awesome outfits like to wear, like and what even if it's not representing this country, like we still be looking nice. That's for sure. Because just look at Cody the way he's dressed, like with his suits and then with in his ring gear, like with the American Nightmare robe, which I would like to have something similar like that with some accessories I'm wearing now as your favorite super ninja assassin of YouTube. But let's move on to the next slide. And yeah, I wish him the very best if he ever considered becoming the president of the United States one day. But yeah, you have my word, Cody. Like I would vote for you most definitely, no doubt about it. But let's even though I'm not into politics, but I would. But anyways, we got some Great American Bash news next, and it says right here, like we got being announced, and it says right here the odds courtesy like on the online bets between Roxanne Perez, like slightly favored over Thea Hale, which that's very obvious. Like, yeah, like we know that who's gonna win this. It's probably gonna lead up to a debut of either Julia or what's her name, Stephanie Vaquer. But I'm gonna talk about more about that in just a moment after I talk about these betting odds, like from Great American Bash on Tuesday, because next week we'll hold night one. I mean, this Tuesday, like on or tomorrow actually on July 30th, like we'll hold night one of the Great American Bash special. Like the event will air on the Sci-Fi Channel, and ahead of the show, the bet odd like the online, I mean the bet online bet provides odds for night one like matches and night two like of August 6th, like like NXT the NXT title match between All Ego Ethan Page and Oral Menza, like the match lines below right here, and you can see it right here for yourself. And it says that Ethan Page has 5,000 bets, 5,000 bets on one to 50. One to 5,000 bets of favors, while Oral Menza is only at 1,200 behind, like of a 12 out of a 1. And then we got Roxanne Perez is the odds-on favorite with 250 betting odds, like 250 betting odds at two out of 5. And also we got the Heritage Cup match, Tony D'Angelo winning at 1,000. And then we got the NXT Tag Team Champions, the NXT Women's Tag Team, the Unholy Union, like has the 3,000 betting favorites over the Metaphors, Lash Legend, and what's her name, and Jakar Jackson, that's what her name is. But all of these odds we speak about on Fightful, some our official like partners of betting odds, like which they said, which I know they were doing a partnership with Bet Online, which I need to start doing, like especially like for knowing some WWE knowledge on who's going to win some on these big special event matches, like whether they're on a special Raw, NXT, SmackDown, or even the pay-per-view premium live event. But anyways, let's move on to the next slide. Do you agree with these bets, like on night one, like with the Heritage Cup Championship, the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship, and the NXT Championship, and the Women's Championship? Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I'm surprised that Ethan Page is going to defend his NXT Championship too. That thought was going to be next week, but I think they're probably going to lead some up to that. Maybe we'll see either Joe Hendry or Trick Williams, maybe even both, challenge Ethan Page for the NXT championship, which you're gonna have to wait and see in the next 8 days, or should I say 7 days after the first night event, which is gonna be tomorrow. But let's move on to the next slide. We got some Zack Sabre Jr. news now, as he says any self-help speech like about losing being good for you is blocks like losing sucks blocks yeah as bullocks like losing sucks. And yeah, and Zack Sabre Jr. does not like to lose. And I know plenty, and yeah, that sounds similar to a couple other individuals that are in the squared circle, that's in the squared circle business that hates to lose as well. That's a different video for a different day. But anyways, Zack Sabre Jr. had gotten off to a strong start in the NJPW G1 Climax 34, but he suffered a setback like when Shota Umino beat him on the seventh night of action. And it says right here in his post-match comments, Zack Sabre Jr. expressed his confidence despite the loss, and he looked ahead of the rest of the tournament. Like, he also noted that losing sucked, and he stated, "I'm topping the block, and but a little bit of adversity like never hurt like did it. Like, I'm the best technical wrestler in the world, so I don't need shortcuts. Like, but it backfired. Like, I'll live and learn. Like, I can still get 8-1, like 8-1's, like a pretty good record. Like, you better get through the block stage now, like Shota. Like, otherwise, that'll be like very embarrassing. Losing sucks. Like, any self-help motivational speech like about losing like being good for you is a bunch of bull bullocks. Like losing bloody sucks. Like, but I've been here for like there is just gonna remind me the G1's the hardest tournament at all of pro wrestling. The G1's the hardest tournament in all of pro wrestling for a reason. And you can catch up like on the seventh night of the new APW G1 Climax 34 tournament. But yeah, I want to ask you guys, like, what are your thoughts on Zack Sabre Jr. Taking a devastating loss in the tournament, like on the G1 Climax, like with by Shota Umino? Do you think he's gonna bounce back off of this and he's gonna win the whole tournament and he's gonna get like a 8-1 record of the G1? Or do you think that he already have it? I think he's probably already got it. And do you think he's gonna win the whole thing despite having one loss? And it's better than losing like 10 times more than he suffered from Shota. And do you think he's gonna get a win and he's gonna get some revenge onto Umino? When they're most likely possibly could be on the finals or the semifinals on New Japan Pro Wrestling. Let me know in the comments down below. And I need to start running the rules of G1 Climax. I never seen this kind of tournament before. I heard of it before, but I never really sat down and watched it. I need to watch this of New Japan Pro Wrestling. It seems very interesting. But yeah, for now, I guess I'm gonna move slide to the next news on the wrestling news. We got next up we got the courtesy of of the Bet Online news now is like for SummerSlam with WWE betting odds. I be like with the likes of Braun Breaker as the heavy favorite over Sami Zayn for his Intercontinental Championship. Yeah, and let me rephrase that. I got some more news about betting online, like of the what's the odds of who's gonna win and who's gonna lose with the updated betting odds, like for WWE SummerSlam with the event is just days away. Like and Bet Online has released like updated betting odds like for the show's biggest matches. Additionally, like Bet Online has even released betting odds like for scenarios like that could possibly go down at SummerSlam. Like as of published like time, like Braun Breaker, Nia Jax, L.A. Knight, and Gunther like are the favorites